Okay, and welcome everybody to Prospects E-Racing League Tier 3 Round 6 here in Saudi Arabia, in for a very exciting race this time out after a brilliant affair in Tier 2, and with only 2 points separating Gufa and AJ Mackie at the top of the championship. This is going to be an exciting one coming here to Saudi. I am Solidly, and I am going to be joined by Owen today in the co-coms position.
Good evening, everyone. What's up?
We kick the stream off with an ad. Absolutely fantastic. And we will wait to see who the first driver out on track is. It looks like one of the Alfa Romeo drivers.
Yes.
It's Blitz. That is going to be the first, looking to get an early lap here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. 27 corners. Particularly long, one of the longer tracks on the F1 Canada, one of the more challenging ones as well, especially with the street track style, the close walls, the fast corners. It's pretty much a recipe for chaos, and exciting chaos it is. We've seen some pretty decent races here in real life Formula 1, and I'm sure here today in Prospects with 18 drivers out there on the track, we will be seeing some fantastic racing there today as well.
Try not getting DNFs as well, so could be an option.
Yeah, we'll see exactly how many people decide the wall is looking a little better for their front wings. Wouldn't be too surprised if we see a few front wing changes. I think, I can't remember what league, there was a league race where someone changed their front wing like 7 times.
Wow.
Which was not a happy day for their team, as Blitz is burning off some fuel.
Yeah, that is a good strategy in so you can run off fuel. You only have time for one lap, because the least amount of fuel you get like 2.7, I swear.
Yes, the least amount of fuel, I think it's about 5 laps. It's kind of, so you want to burn as much as possible. As the less fuel, the less weight, the easier your car becomes to handle on the circuit, and more importantly, the faster your lap time will be. Blitz gets a little slide coming out of the final corner, turn 27, and comes onto the pit straight then, where I think Logan Sargent got his lap invalidated for crossing that pit line, which was a little bit silly, I thought, when I saw the whole incident. Second gear to get plenty of rotation coming through 1, 2, and then on the exit of 3 before a short run into turn 4 before he's hard on the brakes down to 5th gear, brushing the wall as close as the Alfa Romeo driver dares. This is the most difficult section on the track, if I'm being completely honest. Walls everywhere, high speed, high risk as he's gone wide. Through turn 12, and that is his lap over already.
So he would just shaking the car and saying, "No, I messed it up."
Indeed. Next driver on a flyer.
It's PRL CQ. Oh no, just as I said, I just invalidated.
So he's invalidated his lap, yeah, in the Red Bull. Well, that's pretty early across the lap. I think it might be one of the out. Oh, he stopped on the track. He's just letting a few drivers through that are on flyers at the moment. I think Finbop, is he on a flying lap right now? Yes, he is, but he's in the first sector.
Yeah, MT plays in the Williams and he is on a flyer. He hasn't invalidated lap yet.
Yeah, he's quite far along. He's almost entering that second sector at the moment, which is a little easier, but it is still quite a difficult part of the track to master. You have to get your braking absolutely perfectly through a lot of the high-speed chicanes, otherwise you will find yourself running wide onto curbs, perhaps a spin, perhaps into the barriers, and at the speeds that you're going in 5th and 6th gear there, it's pretty much race over if you smack the wall there. As Emaz is going to be the first to cross the line. He sets a 28.3, and that'll be the benchmark that they are all aiming for then.
Yeah, I think we could see drivers in the 27s.
Yeah, Clement Pheasant then will come to the line next in the Haas. He cannot beat in his 2/10 down on Emaz's time. A few drivers about to cross the line. There we go. Finbop in 30.7. He was very rapid in qualifying. Didn't quite have the race pace as El Nino goes to a 29.3. Some margin off the pace. That's 8 tenths off. I think Finbop possibly not too happy with his lap. Yeah. Oh, Kieran has retired from the session, and so too is Finbop, smacking into the wall across his lap. So he is out of qualifying along with Kieran as well. So we've lost 2 drivers early on in this qualifying session.
Yeah, I've just seen Blitz get held up by the Ferrari. I think that was it was Drift King, and the Ferrari held that Blitz up.
They're about to begin. Blitz is about to begin another flying lap, and Drift King also about to start a flying lap. So he should get a nice little slipstream from behind him. AJ Mackey.
Blitz into the pits, so Drift King will not need a slipstream.
Indeed. I'm just trying to see. I think it might be another one of the Hasses that is going to be next across to the lows. There's just one Hass, so he's going to be on and in. It might be Mythbusters that's going to be finishing his flying lap. Yes, it is. Mythbusters in the British Racing Green Aston Martin. Round that final corner, turn 27. He puts the power down in that Mercedes engine. To the line for Mythbusters, goes up to P4 with a 29.1, 3 tenths off just Kumi-san, his teammate, who's currently sitting pretty in P3.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Owen looks like he's going to be the next driver to cross the line, apart from AJ Mackey, who goes 3 tenths faster ahead of his teammate with a 28.0. Owen will be the next driver to cross the line. He looked like he went a little wide into that final high-speed chicane.
I'm just watching Owen right now.
Yeah, around that final corner comes Owen now. He puts the power down in the second Mercedes. The first already out in this session then. Factory effort, 29.2 and P6 for Owen at the moment then. This is going to be Crew Streamers coming into the pits. Ferrari of Drift King, that is going to be setting a flying lap. We haven't quite seen what his sector times are, although it looked like he was... Yeah, I think he's playing... Yeah, he didn't look like he was pushing particularly hard. Well, he's still gone on with that lap that was a 34 as... Yeah, it must be a banker. As a CJQ begins another flying lap, and is the only driver on track currently on a flying lap then as he comes through turn 3 now on the run to turn 4 through that corner. Very, very easy to knock off your tyres. Through 5 and 6 he comes now into the left-hander of turn 7. Then it becomes turn 8, 9. Gets very close to another car. Luckily the Alpine darts out of the way just in time for a purple first sector for the Red Bull driver. He's perhaps trying a bit of a Max Verstappen as round turn 13 he comes. As now this is turn 14. There are so many corners that aren't particularly corners.
Yeah, I really love the back end there.
It's very difficult to keep track of them all. As CJK is going to get a very, very nice slipstream from the Ferrari in front. That's going to really grab him along, although that's going to really hold him up through this corner. The Ferrari politely darts out of the way. That is Drift King.
I'm about to say that Drift King, yeah.
Yeah, as he now comes on this back straight, which is a great place for overtaking and does count as a very long turn 25 and 26. As through the final corner of turn 27 comes CJQ now. He's burnt off as much fuel as he dares, hates this track, and puts it P9 with a 30.4. I think he'll be a little disappointed, 9 tenths off the pace of Crew Streamers. And
I'm just watching Craggy in the second Red Bull in 14. He has not burnt any ERS, so maybe he just one of the tyres for this lap, and then you're going to really push him in the next lap.
Yeah, he's on the medium tyres, so I highly doubt he's really pushing too hard. Khan Shakili's just in front of him, is about to set a flying lap at this point in the session. He's one of the few drivers yet to set a time. He goes to 28.4 and P4, which is good for him. This is going to give us an I think Craggy's just about to start a flying lap. Perhaps he was taking a lap to warm up those medium tyres. With the RS, I expect him to be pretty close sort of in the mid pack on those mediums. He is of course very, very fast. Blitz is slightly further ahead on his lap. Iron Matrix in the Alpine is just a little bit behind, so we'll switch back to him in a short while. Purple a 1 minute 1 through the first sector is one of the Red Bulls. That is CHAQ darts out of the way of the Alfa Romeo. That will not be having a slipstream through turn 26 before he's hard on the brakes. Almost looked like he was skimming the wall into turn 27 before he puts the power down then through that final corner as he drives to the line in the Alfa Romeo using all of the track and goes, whoa, 8/10 faster. A 27.2.
That is going to be unbeatable. I don't think no one will challenge on that. But maybe if they put on sets of tyres, they might really push it. Craggy's gone purple in the middle sector.
Yeah, 28.4 for Iron Matrix, and that's a fairly decent lap from him. A few of the drivers coming out on the track now to set their second flying laps. Of course, we've got 8 minutes of the session left to go. Craggy, where can he put this car, considering that he's on medium compound tyres? Wherever he puts this, I'd expect a further sort of 8/10 to come off that lap. Yeah, P9, he's looking at a 28.1. That's probably going to put him up to the P3 range, and he'll probably feel a little more confident. So we'll give him another 2/10. He's probably going to be jumping ahead of AJ Mackey.
Yeah. Still, Jones said to get a flyer.
Yeah, no one is on a. I don't think particularly. A few drivers are on flyers at the moment. Cruise Dreamers is just coming. Well, he just finished a flying lap. He's actually on the medium tyres as well. Yeah, Mythbusters and just Kumi-san have just begun. Just Komi-san, sorry, have just started laps.
No problem. Yep, but also while these drivers are doing their qualifying, put your predictions in the chat. We would love to hear from you guys. Of course.
Yeah, Clement Pheasant is out of VRS, so I'm assuming he is coming towards the end. Well, he's going to be pulling into the pits. Oh no, I think he's actually going to be finishing a lap. No, he is pulling into the pits.
I'm watching Mythbusters as he has 3/10 up in the first sector.
Just Komi-san has invalidated. He was also 3/10 up, so we'll jump back with Mythbusters, who is on a flyer at the moment.
We do got our names wrong in this league, don't worry.
Yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah. Buster's second split time coming up.
He's 6/10 up at the moment. That's looking pretty good. That's going to be a 28.5-ish.
That's I'll probably put him P8, just ahead of his teammate.
I think he's going to go P7. He might, if he finds some more time. It's only sort of a 10th, and he can jump up to P4. Perhaps he finds another 2/10. He could easily find himself P3. I'm not too sure if he'll be able to find another 4/10. But then, Mythbusters, where can he find some time? P8. He found another 10th of a second, but he was just at 500ths away from Clement Pheasant's lap time then. It's very, very close.
Nope. Emson plays his out of the arrest, but he has managed to put a 27.3, so that is 1/10 between the top two.
Yeah, indeed, that's a very good lap. Drift King on a flying lap at the moment then. I think he's hoping for a better result than last time. I'm sure he is capable of more than a 34. Let's see what lap time the Ferrari driver can do. Let's hope he's better than real life Ferrari. Drift King to the line, 31.8. Still really not good enough. He's still about a second off the pace of the back of the pack. So plenty of work for Drift King, plenty of time to find across this lap. As a few drivers start to go on their out laps, their final laps.
Oh, someone's tired.
I am.
Oh, I'm not. But I think the top two are really going to go out like Hamilton and Verstappen in Saudi Arabia in 2021. Well, Verstappen brushed toward the last corner.
Well, I don't think it was much of a brush, it was a big thwack. Almost punctured his engine with his drive shaft.
I'm just seeing who's on the map.
Right, 3 minutes.
I think it's going to be Carnage. Carnage, I should say. Yeah, it is Carnage in the McLaren, or is he going to come to pits? No, yeah, he's coming into the pits. Let's carry on.
Yeah, CJQ on a flying lap at the moment. Then he is on soft tyres at the moment. Let's see what what time he can put together as Jonesy retires from the session.
Well,
I think perhaps he had a qualifying ban. I'm not too sure. We'll just put it down to qualifying ban.
Yep.
CJQ will be the next driver to set a flying lap in this session then.
He's flying.
Yeah, we'll see exactly how much he's up by on the second sector split. I do just absolutely adore watching Saudi Arabia. It's just such a fast and flowing track, and watching the cars at night is just a magical experience.
0.6 seconds up.
He's looking to be in the 28s, quite sort of the lower end of the 28s, so perhaps
P7.
in the top 10.
P7 up there.
P7. We'll see how much more time he does find through this final sector, as of course that was for only the first couple of sectors. Oh, gets very close to the wall, almost doing a Max Verstappen then, as to the line for CJQ, P13.
Oh. Okay.
He lost a bit of time. He lost a little bit of time through the final part of the lap then. So a few other drivers are on our laps. Yeah, it's El Nino will be the next driver. 7/10 up at the moment. That's going to be about a 28.6-ish. So he could be jumping up, perhaps splitting the two Aston Martins, who have been close to each other pretty much throughout the whole qualifying session then. But El Nino comes to the line in the Alfa Romeo. Where can he put this car? P4! Finds a huge amount of time through that final sector. Good lap from him. 28.3 on his final effort. It's very close to a 28.4.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna watch Wait, no, let's I'm gonna watch AJ Mackie. I'm gonna watch AJ Mackie, but Mackie's just ahead of her. It's on.
Yeah, I think Halo will be the next driver to set a flyer.
Second. I've just seen Clement go to P4 in the Haas.
Oh yeah, he has 28.0. Quite missed that one. But then Halo, where can he put this car? Cruz Jr. retires from the session. He's retired in the pit lane. Halo goes up to P4. Good lap from him. I believe he won. Yeah, he won round 1 in Spain.
It's Mackie versus Blitz for pole because Emzin's not on the final lap. He's not even out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, if we're not out there.
3 temps up. Well, Blitz. I didn't see Blitz's first sector.
Owen's just gone on a bit of a banker. Carnage Achilles behind him is on a fly. I'm going to be trying to get as much slipstream as possible. He's 7/10 up on his time, so he's going to be in sort of the mid 27s when he crosses the line. Here we go then for Carnage Achilles. Where can he put this car? P3. Lost a bit of time there.
Mackie's 6 temps up, so that'll probably, if he can really nail this, he'll probably put him P2 ahead of his teammate, or near there, he might be P1.
Yeah, indeed, he is flying along right now. Qualifying finished then. That's Clement Pheasant just going to pull into the pits then. So one of the contenders for perhaps pole position here, AJ Mackie, comes to the line. DRS active for the Williams car now. Where can he put this car? It is to provisional pole position by 300ths of a second, and blitzes into the pits. AJ Mackie looks to be on pole position. Carnage Achilles is, of course, just finished the lap. Halo will pull into the pit lane then. Mythbusters is just started flying a lap. Just Komi-san will be pulling into the pit lane then.
Craigie just finished his lap in the Red Bull. P7.
P7 is what he can manage then. So I think we got a couple of drivers yet to finish. Mythbusters is the first to do so then. Let's see what lap time he can do. 4/10 up at the moment, 28.1. He could be perhaps challenging for P5, possibly even P4 in this session then, as he comes through the final sector now, through turn 26, before he reaches the hard braking zone of turn 27. Mythbusters round the final corner in the British Racing Green Aston Martin. He puts the power down. He activates the DRS. Where can this car go? P5, a good lap from Mythbusters. Owen then, no front wing, will be pulling into the pits.
That's
So he
it.
had a bit of an incident across the lap and dutifully decides the pit wall is his new calling.
That's it.
And indeed, that is everyone over. AJ Mackey with a brilliant lap takes pole position then.
That was intense. I can't lie. That was honestly intense. I am generally shocked about how pacey these guys are, especially Mackie and the Red Bull. Oh, there are some people commenting in the chat. 16 people in the stream, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, very good to see viewers in the stream as we will wait for the Grand Prix to start then. I am just going to grab some water. So I will leave.
You just reminded me to get some water as well.
So no comms to the stream whilst we get water.
Yeah, bye-bye. Alright, I'm back. You got me when last time. Right. Right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Just wait for Solid to get back and then we'll be underway. But whilst I get a drink, if you've got any questions for me or Solid, then please do put them in the chat. We would love to hear from you guys. Questions? Give me 1 second. Right, we're back. Right, race strategies. Some people are starting to have hards.
How are you already seeing this?
I'm a legend. No, it's because if you go to the race director, like hold the pause menu, get it, and then you can see what strategies they're on.
I would say that, but I do not want to risk it.
No.
Because of the glitch. It happened to me a couple of races ago. I had to do double streams, and it was like...
Oh,
I just cannot be bothered for that. Right then, I'll let you run through the order, Owen, and the tyres they're on.
I'm just drinking a sip of water to get myself hydrated. Right, so here we go. We have got the tyre strategies for this race. We have got Mackie, Blitz, MZ, Mythbusters, Klemp, Craggy, Iron Matrix, and Owen, and drifting on mediums. On softs, we got Carnage, I'll just call him Niho, and crew steamers. And on a set of hards, we've got Halo, Just Comet San, PLR, CJQ, Bimbop, Kieran, and Jonesy. Should be an interesting race. I don't know who's going to win this strategy, but hopefully good action.
We got quite a wide range of strategies across the field there. Usually what you'll see is you'll just see people on half on mediums, half on hards. But we got a few soft runners in there, which is quite interesting. Saudi Arabia, of course, with its high speed, does tend to wear your tyres down quite a bit. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see exactly how long those softs last. And should they get a convenient safety car lap 5, they could box for the hards, pull it to the end, perhaps a double stop on mediums. You never know what these guys might do. And the guys on mediums, that's probably the safest strategy to play on, as if you get an early safety car 10 laps in, you can comfortably make it to the end on a set of hards. That's why the hards are always a riskier tyre to start on. Yes, they should provide more benefit, but you've really got to make sure you're lucky with your safety cars.
Yes. Right. Who's the bet for the win here? Who do you think's going to win?
I think Mythbusters is going to win. I'm just going to be straight bold. Mythbusters win. I would say Crew just for the fun, but I feel like we have to be a little bit realistic. Sorry, Crew. Please don't fire me.
Alright, I will let you take the 5 red lights.
Right, if we can get a good camera angle, which we are not going to get.
Not now.
Right then, we have got. Please.
Okay.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go then for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix that held quite a while at the start then. Looks like AJ Mackey's got a brilliant start compared to Blitz, who though Blitz does send one down the inside coming into turn 1. AJ Mackey's going to defend to the best of his ability, but Blitz gets a brilliant exit and brilliant drive coming out of the corner and takes the lead away from AJ Mackey, who has to defend a little bit from Carnage Achilles behind. Everyone looks like there's a Red Bull, that's Craggy coming off the track, then he's going to be losing a couple of positions in the background. Because of that, he's dropped down to P10 already in this race. Just Komi-san fighting away with one of the Alpines further back in the field, and he's got off the track and he's going to have to let drivers through, and he's dropped down to P13 now in this race. A few drivers running off the track and falling back early on in the session. It looks like Halo and El Nino go wheel to wheel coming into turn 13 with El Nino making that move on the Alpha Tauri driver. It's Alpha on Alpha, and the Romeo comes out on top, although Halo is right on the back of El Nino and is still hounding him for that position. That gap out front has extended to 1.3 seconds already. An early gap. Indeed, he is. Carnage Achilles thought about the move on AJ Mackey. AJ goes a little deep there, though, which could cost him coming on to this back straight while they come through turns 25 and 26. Carnage Achilles is right on the back of AJ Mackey and slipstreaming him all the way. Pulls to the outside before they come into the braking zone in turn 27 and is later on the brakes on those softer tyres and gets the move done and is up into P2 early on in this race. The down 2 places off the start for AJ Mackey, not the greatest of starts for him, and he's got to try and fight back in this race if he wants to take the victory away.
Someone's already in pits.
Yeah, that's El Nino. I think he's got a bit of front wing damage, or perhaps he's decided those softs aren't for him. Also into the pits is Crew Streamers and just Komi-san. Perhaps those three have picked up some collective damage. Yeah, there's going to be a front wing change for all three. And
that was an interesting start.
yeah, and it was fairly clean from everybody out there. Blitz, wow, what a start he's had. 2 seconds away. I really did not want to predict him to win because I wanted to make it interesting with some commentators curse on someone, but he's rapid and there's not really too much to say about that. Halo and El Nino must have had some contact that sent them wide, as Jonesy has some contact with CJQ, who did not have the greatest of starts and has dropped down quite a significant amount of places. He ran off the track at turn 3.
IMH is looking up Craggy.
Indeed, he is. The Red Bull is going to have to defend for his life against the Alpine. Don't say that's too often, as there's going to be another round of slipstreaming coming into turn 27. Further up the field, everyone looks very well behaved. But here we go then, Finbop making a move on iMetrics. Finbop, has he got 0-0 wings? He's down the inside of the pair of them, very slow through the corner, but his straight line speed, he's up to P9. Good move by Finbop. Jonesy manages to get ahead of CJQ as well, but he's into the pits then, the CJQ, so perhaps he picked up a bit of damage. Oh, there's a yellow flag. AJ Mackey's round. He's into the wall as well. Is he still going? I think he is. He's just waiting for a time. Yeah, he's knocked off a bit of his front wing. He's ghosted, but he's going to be falling to the back of the field, and he will find himself into the pits as well, so he's going to be really struggling to find his way back into this race.
I just realised CJQ's in the pits as well.
Yeah, he pitted. I think he had some damage. Just Komi-san pulls into the pits again. For speeding in the pit lane, he now takes a 5-second penalty. And just Komi-san, has decided retiring is the best option for him.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Mackey's front wing, and that does not look that damaged.
Yeah, but it's early on in the race, so when you can probably there's probably going to be a safety car at some point. So when you can kind of get away with pitting and you'll probably be okay, it's just worth, if you can do it early, just get it done.
Blitz is still all the way, man. 3.3. Blimey.
I'm not sure if he's actually tier 2 and just acting as a reserve. I'm not too sure, or we've placed him in the wrong tier.
Oh, he's flying.
Indeed he is. So DRS will be active this lap then, and Mythbusters up in P4 is going to be under a little bit of pressure from Halo behind. Yeah, I think Emaz is just a bit too far back for a move to work, but Halo with some DRS assistance to the inside and ahead of Mythbusters into turn 1 then. He's up to P4, and Halo on the hard tyres is on a bit of a charge here. Perhaps he could be a bit of a unknown warrior in this race, and we could see him soar to the front of the order. I think that was Kieran and Jonesy are having a little squabble, and Kieran got ahead of the Alpine. Kieran had a pretty disastrous qualifying, if I'm being honest, crashing out that early. He's on a lot of ERS for lap 4, 92%. Usually a lot of drivers burn through their entire battery just trying to gain one position.
Like me.
Ooh, Carnage Achilles and Emaz. I say they weren't fighting. Just the 10th separates them. Just 2/10 separates them now. As wide for Emaz. Then he's in.
That's going to attack. He's going to attack from Halo.
Yeah. He's lost a lot of time there, and his Halo is right on the back of him. Luckily, he's got the DRS from Carnage in front to just guide him along a bit. So perhaps Emaz struggling a little bit.
Yeah, he hasn't got this straight, so he's going to have him.
Yeah, if not here, he's definitely going to have him coming into turn 1. If this was Finbop, he would already be ahead of Carnage right now with the ridiculously low amount of rings he's running. In fact, he is going to be lining up a move on Clement Pheasant. We'll watch that back once Halo. Although Emaz has got back within the DRS, so I'm not too sure. Clement Pheasant and Finbop then. This is for P7 in the race. Finbop, he's got ridiculous straight line speed, 207 miles an hour down that short Saudi straight. Oh, he's fast. Kieran and Jonesy battling away into turn 1. Kieran regaining that position away from Jonesy then. The Mercedes back up into P11. I feel like with that 5-second gap to P10, these two are going to be having a mighty squabble to decide who's going to take that place just outside the points in case someone decides that it is time for a spin.
Mackey's lost this.
Did he not pit? No, he didn't pit then. So you're right, he didn't pit. So he's still got no front left end plate, which is why he's lost that position. He might have. He really should just pit. I think that's his real safe option. As Emaz is now right back on Carnage Achilles. Perhaps his soft tyres giving up a little bit at this point. Interestingly, Crew went on to another set of softs when he pitted.
That's very weird.
Yeah, that's particularly interesting.
Emaz are going to have him this rate.
Yeah, indeed, with some DRS coming through turn 25. And this long... Yeah, indeed, he's already a beautiful helicopter shot showing the harbour.
Going for losing position to Owen.
Indeed, he is. Mythbusters losing that position to Owen. Although he's going to try and fight it back. Owen getting a bit of a slide. There's going to be quite a few cars involved in this squabble. And I wouldn't be surprised if Carnage Achilles loses another move. Carnage tries to defend. And we've got a safety car now. And that is CJQ. He had crashed. I would have switched to it sooner, but we're a bit enthralled in this battle.
Mackie, pit now. Come on.
Ooh, and Halo picking up a 5-second penalty for a contact with Carnage. That would have been under safety car. So, you know what? That's horrible for Halo. Is when he pits, he's gonna have to serve that no matter what, which is really painful for him.
Yeah, Mackie's in.
Time for a myth spin, I believe it is. If he could spin his way up to the front.
Mackie's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, if Myth could spin his way to the front and make my prediction true, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, people can surprise you. People can surprise you.
Yeah, indeed, this is racing. Pretty much, if you're in it, you've got a chance to win it. I think that pretty much summarises racing.
Little guys, once again, if you have any questions for me or Solid, then please do put them in the chat. I'm gonna try my best to answer them.
Ah, no downforce for CJQ. That's unfortunate for a downforce track. Yeah, I'm not sure how Finbop is driving with the literal negative wings he's got right now. It's incredible. Where did he start? Because he crashed, didn't he? Finbop.
Let me just check. This changes. Finbop started. Well, he gained 8 positions that Emaz just spun to the pit lane. Oh no, never mind. Finbop's in the lead.
So if Fujo's pitting, Finbop doesn't. Well, I would have said he's on hard, so of course he's not going to pit. Although who was on hard? Halo pitted on, and he was on hards, so he's going to be doing a bit of a two-stopper here.
Yeah, Crusader's going to have to pit again because there's no way he can get them to the end. They'll probably be like punctured.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, if you don't, because Saudi's quite simple to overtake on, yeah, there's just no point. Yeah, and Halo with that 5-second penalty has lost quite a few positions. Yeah, so the guys that started on hards, it's probably safer for them to. Oh, it's a difficult decision to make. But with Finbop's straight line speed, as long as he keeps it together through the corners, I'm sure he's probably going to be fine to lead for quite some time.
I'm just saying something in the chat. Any questions you guys have, please put them in the chat. Just for. Ooh, Drifkin gets a 5-second penalty for another speed in the pit lane. Well, that's his. Wait, this has actually worked out for what's his name? For Hado. He's got that 5-second penalty out of the way.
Yeah, he has got it out of the way. As El Nino gets a track limit penalty under the safety car, I'm sure he's not going to be best pleased at that.
Yeah, Halo said I got punished for brake checked. Oh, he must have brake checked someone then.
Oh, that could be a pretty significant penalty when it comes to the steward's room.
Drifkin's also retired, so we've lost.
Ooh, what has he done? He's just crashed. I think he's driven into the wall on purpose. That would have been caught on stream. I'm just gonna.
Well, that's him getting a penalty.
Yeah, I was just hovering on him under the safety car because he was the one that would be driving fast. Okay, that's
Good.
interesting.
Very good indeed.
Yeah, I gave that a clip.
CJQ says no chance to turn, just sent it into the wall. Well, I don't blame you, CJQ.
Yeah, luckily we didn't see your one on stream, so we'll say it was an accident.
Yes. Indeed we did. Shoots into the bits again for mediums this time.
Yeah, guys who are mediums, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to. They're perhaps banking on a bit of a later safety car.
Yeah, because I had that in one of my other leagues. It was that 20 in the Belgian Grand Prix. There was a late safety car, so I came into the pits, and then I got 5th place.
Yeah.
I was 10th and I got 5th. Because that one in front of me didn't clear.
So, safety car probably be in at the end of this lap then. So we will wait for that to happen.
Yeah, it might go for one more lap because of Drift King.
No, his car's been cleared, so we should be good now.
Good to go. So you've got the safety car restart underway. Who do you think's going to get the safety car restart better?
Finbop. I mean, this guy has got ridiculous straight line speed, so...
Page galore.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised.
This lap.
Indeed it is.
Who's going to commentate the safety car restart?
Yeah, I'll sort that all out.
Yeah, good luck. Chaos awaits you. Watch out for Craigie on the set of softs. Even though he's in 11, watch out for him.
Yeah, indeed. He should be pretty rapid off that restart then. Right then. So Finbop decides to go early, and is going to use that straight line speed advantage that he's got, and he's already 7/10 ahead, even with the slipstream. Actually, I mean, Kieran's closing in, but the slipstream should be closing in a lot more further back. No one else really looking for moves. I think that's Mythbusters in a bit of no man's land, really.
Finbop makes a mistake.
He does. Blitz.
Blitz right on the outside. Bold move from him.
Oh, he's already right on the back of Finbop then. And the Blitz, who has been absolutely rapid all race, he's on another set of mediums, so he'll have to stop again. I'm surprised he didn't go on to hards. Well, it goes wide then, and we'll pick up a warning for that. And he's already right on the back of Finbop, the straight line speed merchant. That's Carnage Achilles and Emaz thinking about fighting each other going into 13. Indeed he is. Blitz is trying to out straight line speed him, but he can't. He just genuinely cannot. He's going to need DRS to get past Finbop, although Finbop almost looks like he hit the wall there. He'll be struggling a little bit with the understeer and the slightly older, harder tyres, and Blitz should make absolute mincemeat of him. I would say blitz him. But I feel that always Finbop goes a little wide then as this battle for the lead does hot up, and Finbop is defending for his life right now as there's an Alfa Romeo slipstreaming the Alpha Tauri coming all the way down into the final corner. The straight line speed saves Finbop, and Jonesy and Kieran fighting away. Also, there's contact.
Whoa!
That's Emaz coming into the wall. I think he was.
Mythbusters going to pick up a few paces.
Yeah, he was in a bit of a half spin there. That's Owen into the pit lane.
This is chaos already.
Yeah, indeed, and Blitz is not attacking as they go pretty much 4 wide. And look at Mythbusters on the inside, it's 3 wide. They almost cut across the front of each other. And somehow there did not look like there was any contact there.
Why would you do that, Halo? That's a bit rubbish for you.
Wow,
hit the back. Oh my, this is actually chaos. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, no way. No way. Bro. Halo, why would you dive bomb down the inside and make it 3 wide in turn 1? You were actually a numpsy. Wait, what? Hey, yo, that's a bit rude. That was a bit rude from the Alfa Romeo in the heavy. Just pushed Craigie into the wall.
Yeah. Oh, Craigie's got no front wing now. So.
Stewards.
Yeah, that's going to be one for the stewards to take a look at. I'm sure Craigie will not be best pleased. But then Finbop has been passed by Blitz in all of that chaos and is now 2 seconds behind. Jonesy is already within a second of Finbop, but he is fighting away with the McLaren of Carnage Achilles, who has managed to sneak his way round and is now up into those podium positions. Finbop also made another mistake coming through the chicane of 22 and 23. So now he is going to struggle a little bit more.
Mythbusters has lost 7 to Iron Matrix.
Yeah.
Nobody gets fit back. Whoa.
Oh! I mean,
I was on board with that.
Well,
I was on board with that.
I mean, I just saw it in the background of the fight for the final podium for the P2 and P3.
Oh my god! Oh, mate, that is definitely going to be a penalty coming Mythbusters' way, 100%. Oh, that was carnage. That was absolutely carnage.
So what happened then? What did Mythbusters do?
No, basically, Iron Matrix got ahead into turn 27, but then Matrix made a small mistake. So Matrix thought about a switch back, but then he crashed into him and got Matrix out of the race.
Oh dear.
Well, that's what you get in F1. You can't have a perfect race, you have to have some crashes.
Yeah, Matrix, I don't think is too pleased with that one. As to be honest, Finbop will probably pit here.
Yeah, I would say.
I'm not really sure. Perhaps, yeah. I mean, if you're at the back, I would probably say go for it, but.
Yeah, Craigie just came in, Mackie just came in, and Owen had just come in a lap ago. Right, the only person with time penalties is I just said that big massive burp there. The only person with a time penalty is how do you say that guy's name?
Well, El Nino. I just say El Nino.
Oh yeah.
There is a J in there, but he hasn't told me off about it yet. So
Neho. Should I say Neho? Yeah, Neho. Scrap it. Scrap it. I can say what I want. But let's look at the time. No, not time. Let's look at the most positions gained.
Well, Blitz is in.
Blitz, surprisingly, in the pits.
Kanji Achilles stayed out. So too is Emans.
Right. So once he's all has pitted, I'm gonna go for the position changes. Who's the biggest winners and losers? Well, I think we all know the biggest winner and loser. The biggest loser is Mackie with he's lost 12 points. 12 points, 12 positions. Oh, that's not safe ready by Aston Martin! And the AlphaTauri gets his as well!
They've all ghosted right in the exit of the pit lane.
Right. Once the dot come out, I'm gonna... Yeah, I think that's a good strategy by these guys. Right, now they've all pitted, we're just waiting for Halo to come into it. So, the biggest winner out of this race so far is Jonesy with 12 positions gained. And the biggest loser is Mackie with 11 positions lost. So, there's still a long way to go, there's 13 laps to go. So anything could happen, as we've seen in F1. Never give up in F1. But I think Emaz is definitely going to go attend in these hard tyres. Carnage is probably going to have to pit again. Owen can go to the end. I think everyone else, except for Carnage, is going to go to the end. Maybe Clement, maybe Cruz, might pit as well. But,
how the heck has Crew managed to make it? Sorry to interrupt. How has he managed to make his way up to P4?
I didn't realise that.
He literally pitted on lap 1 as the power of the safety car.
God. Well, driver of the day goes to Chris Stevens. Well, moving swiftly onwards from that. Finbot's down to 9th. Halo is on set of softs, so watch out for him in the restart. When the safety car does come in and the end of that, you can take it again because I actually like the way you said it. I just started on the safety car restart.
He'll be in at the end of the next lap.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, you actually sound like because I've got a race engineer in my league that I race on Mondays, and it sounds exactly like you. I'm not joking.
It must just be a southern accent.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Jonesy here, Jonesy's down. Yeah, they're all pitting. Clement's up to P3. Well, Blitz is gonna make light work of them.
Yeah, Blitz is gonna win this race as long as he doesn't crash. I think he'll be fine to win.
Don't jinx it.
Well, no, we want to jinx it so someone else wins. That's the.
Wait, this is round 6, right?
Yeah, indeed. We can go through some information right now. So, in the first 5 rounds of the season, then Goofer leads the championship. I don't think he's actually racing tonight.
No,
so, no ideal for him. AJ Mackey's in P2 with Craggy in P3. He's on 58 points with AJ Mackey on 74 and Goofer on 76. Then there's Iron Matrix, Owen, Lucifer Shahid, Mythbusters, Clement Pheasant, Carnage Achilles, Halo, Cruise Dreamers, Emaz, El Nino, Vincenzo, Beast, Vintage, Finbop, Komi-san, and those are the drivers that have scored points. In terms of the constructors, Red Bull currently lead on 134 points ahead of Williams. They're on 93 and then Alpine on 64. So pretty much Red Bull and Williams being
the top teams.
Yeah, they've been carried by Craggy who's in P3 as well as Goofer who's in P1, so they're fairly
evenly matched.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it's a shame Iron Matrix, these things happen in racing, crashes here, crashes there. It just happens, unfortunately. But there is always next week, which is lucky. Round 7. I have no idea where it is. I didn't actually know we were racing in Saudi.
Yeah, I can quickly check for that. Let me just quickly check for that. It'll probably be on the calendar. Is there a calendar in the Prospects
Yeah, it should be on newcomers. There is one. Yeah. Hungary, there we go. Hi Matrix, you're Hungary?
Well, newcomers.
Oh, it's Hungary.
Yeah, there is some people in the driver's meeting room.
They're probably just talking about the race, not having a meeting. It's probably just Mythbusters, those kind of guys.
Wait, I got the race schedule right here. So, we are racing tonight at Jeddah. Then we've got Hungary, which is a tough track. Then we've got Qatar, USA, Singapore, which I do not like. Silverstone, and then the finale is at Mexico City. So we've got 5 rounds. No, well, what's 5 rounds? 6 rounds to go in this tier number 3, as well as all the others. But yeah. Oh, and wait. Okay, Qatar and Mexico City are the remaining 2 that will be sprint races. So next week, no, not next week, on the 4th of September, there will be a sprint weekend at Qatar, and then on the 2nd of October, there will be a sprint weekend at Mexico City.
Hopefully the sprints are fixed by then. I think, are they still broken? I don't know. I've seen a couple of leagues have turned off, still kept formation lap off because it's a little sketchy. Same thing with the red flags, and because I was in a league race and the red flag sort of messed everything up. It was my first red flag of the game and it just went.
Yeah, when you said to my Matrix Hungry, and he just put, I'm a bit, ha ha ha. Yeah, these things happen. Well,
what?
Mythbusters is in P. Wait, safety car's in this lap.
Yeah, indeed it is. So then, Carnage Achilles will lead them away off the restart line then. Let's watch out for Blitz. Let's see exactly how many corners it takes him to carve through the field. As then Carnage Achilles gets underway then. It looks like he's got a fairly decent restart, but he's going to have the Williams of Emaz slipstreaming him all the way down into turn 1. The Williams is right on his tail, but unfortunately cannot make that move work. Mythbusters almost looking a little racy. Indeed, he's down the inside of Cruise Tube, is already into turn 1. That was a really late braking move from the Aston Martin driver, and he is ahead of the McLaren then before they reach turn 4. That's a good move. Oh my goodness. Good move from Mythbusters then. Blitz has...
P9.
Yeah, Mackey's already back up into P9. So he's doing well. He's going to try score points. He literally just needs to score 3 points. And he will be ahead of Gufra in the championship.
Goes wide.
As Carnage Achilles fights his way round, and look at that, Blitz round the outside of turn 13, carrying as much speed as he dares, and is ahead of Clement Pheasant then. That was a brilliant overtake from the Alfa Romeo driver. Now he's right on the tail of the Williams and already thinking about going down the inside as he pulls inside, outside, darting all around the circuit, trying to find space to stick his nose in and get that move done, and up into P2 so he can lead this race and fight for a victory. He's already through the exit of turn 24.
Yeah, and he's going for Carnage.
Indeed he is. It could be 3 wide before they enter turn 27. He tries to find a way, does the Alfa Romeo. Unfortunately he can't. But Emaz tries to send it around the outside of Carnage. And look at Blitz on the inside of the pair of them. He's going to drive, gets excellent drive out of the corner. But does he have the top speed to do so? We'll have to see when they get into turn 1. No, he doesn't. He slots back into the slipstream, tries to find a gap down the middle. He's now on the inside of the Williams, who's pinched now on the inside of the corner. And he's going to get poor drive out the corner, which allows Blitz to ascend up into P2 and can now attack Carnage Achilles in front of him. So El Nino and Cruise Stream is also fighting away. Cruise Stream is regaining that position away from El Nino, but now Halo's right on the pair of them and already wheel to wheel, but goes slightly wide through the latter stages of that first sector. There's contact, Halo's round, and a big accident then. I think that's 3 or 4 drivers that have just... 3 drivers that have been involved. Halo's just spun on the exit curb and drivers have just unfortunately ran into him, and that means Craggy is out and Red Bull will score no points in the Constructors' Championship for this race then.
Yeah, someone's lost their front wing.
Oh, and Halo slams into the wall.
Wait, is it Blitz? Is it Blitz lost front wing?
Has he?
I can't tell. No, he hasn't lost his
No,
front wing.
no,
He looks
no.
like a bit of his front wing. I'm trying.
Oh, yeah, he has. He's lost his front left end plate.
Yeah, so if that doesn't affect him, then he'll be good to go. Another safety car. So if I was these guys, I'll put on probably set of mediums for the hard runners. Maybe if Blitz gonna go again, let's see who's gonna come into the pits.
If I would only pit if I was Carnage or Clement, but maybe Emaz, but Blitz, I'd just stay out.
Well, let's see if your predictions are right.
I think he's coming in.
Blitz is
Late from Carnage. Bit of contact. Blitz might change his front wing. Blitz has just got so much speed. I think it's worth it. Yeah, Finbar. I'm surprised a lot of the guys on 5-lap old tyres are going to be pulling in, but it's fair enough. I mean, I suppose.
I don't know how to set softs.
Yeah, Halo did do that crash on purpose. So I've got that one clipped.
Yeah, clip activation. So Clement leads. So the guys that not pitted are Clement, Finbot, Crusaders, who's doing a brilliant comeback drive.
Impossible name.
Yep. Ninho, Jonesy, and I think that's it. Wait, is it just me? Or Blitz on old medium tyres? He's on 5-lap old mediums.
Yeah, they're used tyres. Perhaps he did some qualifying runs on those.
No, it was the start of the race, I think. Oh, he was very wide there.
I'm surprised he didn't change his front wing. He's very, very. These drivers, they seem to be allergic to front wing changes.
Well,
I'm a little confused on that. I quite enjoy changing my front wing when it's damaged, but if you want to drive with damage, be my guest. Blitz is so fast. I think we should put him in an F2 car, really.
And see if we can overtake all these guys. Blitz, you're going to be an F2 for the next race. No, I'm like honestly surprised. But Naismith, not Naismith. I'm saying Naismith. Scrap it. I'm getting charged from another league that I race in. Mythbusters is in P9. Who is that gone wide?
I think that's Kieran.
Oh well, Mercedes are. Where are Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship?
Oh, let's take a look. Yeah, P1 for Finbob. With his rocket ship. Mercedes are currently 5th right now on 47 points, 2 behind McLaren, 10 ahead of Haas.
So if Clement performs well, then Haas could get ahead of Mercedes. Is that Blitz in the pit? No, it's not. Wait, is that Blitz?
Crew and Blitz.
Well, Blitz is just set soft Blitz. Let's see what he goes on to. I've been set softs.
Crew's on softs.
Blitz on me.
Hards.
Front wing change. Yay! He got
finally.
And old hard tires as well. Oh, that is just. Oh.
That has to. Those hards have to be a mistake.
He could have gone set soft, but I think Finbot's can have the tyre advantage on the restart because he's only on 6-lap odds mediums. Clement's on 10. Well. Soon find out, but I think Finbot's got this.
I'm just a little confused. At the first stop, Blitz didn't change his wing, so he stopped again, put on a worse set of tyres. I'm assuming because that's the only set he has, but surely he's got a set of softs he could chuck on. Glitch. Yeah, perhaps it's put him on bad tyres. Wait, is that glitch for us or glitch for him? I'm hoping it's a glitch for him.
Wait, Cruz Siemens has just got past Kieran, so has Kieran made a mistake?
Yeah, I think he has. He's right on the back of the pack, so.
Well, that's the position game for Blitz. You know what? I'm just on board with. Oh.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Cruz Stevens, and I actually like his helmet. It proper matches his helmet, but
it does.
Yeah, but Seth's got going to come in the start. We've got 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We've got 7 laps to go. Safety car is in. So I will let you take it away once again. Hopefully no crashes.
Indeed. How many safety cars have we had now? 3?
Three safety cars.
I'm telling you, it's so much better with co-coms.
Don't be a red card. Don't be the red flag. Right.
It's unfortunate for Blitz. I'm sure he's got the speed. So then, Clement Pheasant will come round turn 27. He's going to ease onto that throttle before he slams it down and puts the full 1,000 horsepower of that Haas to the rear wheels, and has got about 4/10 of a second gap. That should be enough. But further back, El Nino, Jonesy, they're all squabbling away for position further for the high points positions now.
Plus like 7th.
Yeah, indeed, he's doing a fairly good job. Blitz battling away with Crew, although he wasn't able to get ahead of him. It's a fairly processional restart there. No one being too aggressive.
Running outside. Oh my god! I was on board with Blitz and he nearly crashed into the back in Kieran there. So close.
I think Owen's got some damage then. Yeah, he's lost his front left end plate. Further up then, Mythbusters on Emaz on those soft tyres. He's up into P2 then. And it's going to be interesting to see how these softs start to work then, as Jonesy becomes the first medium tyre victim. And we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. That is Owen, who's lost his front wing now. As Clement Pheasant's had a poor Clement has had a really poor exit. And this is for the lead of the race then. Finbop with the straight line machine. He thinks about a move. Unfortunately, he doesn't quite make it work. He does struggle in the corners, but the incredible amount of straights is just, it helps him so much. Just look at the speed he's got coming into turn 26. El Nino's defenseless against the weapon that is Finbop. The McLaren of Carnage is also down the inside of the Alfa Romeo now and is back up into P2. Carnage on P2. He could easily get into the lead of this race at this point. Yeah. Finbop is going to have to defend for his life and hope that straight line advantage is enough for him to stay in front. Blitz really testing himself, although he's already up into P8 then. There's a lot of fighting further behind. Mythbusters and Jonesy squabbling around. Jonesy regaining that position off of Mythbusters, who's now demoted back down into P6. AJ Mackey and Blitz now fighting away. AJ Mackey having to defend against Blitz, who on the hard tyres, as Finbop picks up a penalty.
No!
And Mythbusters goes wide, and that means AJ Mackey and Blitz take his place in P6 and P7 respectively there. And Blitz is, I'm not sure if he's giving that place back to Mythbusters.
Well, nice one, Blitz.
I think Blitz just likes a wide line, as he's got a much better exit and is now...
Yeah, that's just ruined Finbop's race. As now Carnage is going to be on the back of him, with EOS and fresher tyres than him. Oh, he's going for him. He's going for him. Oh, nope. Wait, hold on a sec. Who commentates tomorrow for Tier 4?
Well, I'm not too sure, but Carnage Achilles making his mark here. Finbop went wide, coming through turn 24, and this is left him vulnerable to Carnage Achilles. But the straight line speed of that AlphaTauri is keeping him in the fight. But later on the brakes, it's the McLaren, although Finbop is trying to get the exit and run around the outside of turn 27. Indeed, he does make that one work.
Jones is trying to go for both of them. We got 4 laps to go. No, oh my god, 3 wide.
3 wide coming into turn 1 then.
Behind as well. No way.
They're going to squeeze through, through. But on the outside, Clement Pheasant. Clement Pheasant on the outside of AJ Mackey then. Carnage Achilles does make it ahead of Finbop. I think they're both off the track there. Look like both of them were off the track. But Carnage Achilles does take the lead of the race from Finbop. Then he can start to soar into the distance then on his fresh soft compound tyres. And Finbop, I'm surprised that's his first penalty, the amount of times he's been wide.
Blitz is, I think if Blitz gets stuck behind these guys, then he will not challenge for the lead, because if he's on 8 lap on hard, and the hard will go to the end, but he's got to make up. Wait, what's the gap to the leader? The gap between Blitz and Carnage is 2.4 seconds. Someone lost his end plate. Who was that? I do not know.
I'm not sure. Jonesy under some pressure. Oh no, Jonesy pressuring El Nino. Perhaps it was El Nino as coming into turn 22. They tried to go wheel to wheel. Jonesy cut the corner and gained time, whereas El Nino lost time by going slow.
Here, I think Jonesy got picked to challenge for the win here, because all Finbot's fighting back against Carnage back at Dreams. No. But he will have DRS.
Yeah, Finbot, he's got basically no ERS. He's just been spamming his ERS and been abusing the straight line speed of the AlphaTauri, and that speed is going to be enough to take the lead going into turn 1. Contact between Carnage, Achilles and Jonesy. He might have the pace here, to be fair, in the Alpine. He tries to get a superior exit, but those soft tyres are just far too good for those even more worn mediums. Oh no!
Oh, Jonesy! Oh no! Jonesy's lost it!
He got the braking completely wrong. Falls right to the back. That's a carbon everywhere. Virtual safety car.
VSC! I thought it was going to be an actual safety car, man. Oh my god. VSC has been deployed 3 laps from the end. Wow.
Yeah, AJ Mackey then has been involved in that. And I think he's picked up... Yeah, I think he picked up some pretty significant damage. I'm assuming a few other drivers would have also picked up some bad damage from that crash. It's just the constant... Oh, Finbop! Oh, he does have damage, I think.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the gap between all the drivers and the penalties. So if Finbop wins, he's going to go down to P number 4. Maybe P number 3, because he's currently 3.6 seconds ahead of Clement. So he will probably be on the podium. That's it. Anyway, moving shift almost. Bro, okay, right. Everyone's shocked here that Finbot's only stopped once. That is impressive.
Yeah, considering the amount of safety cars, I'm very surprised. That is his only pit stop. I mean, he's got bad front wing damage. Oh, El Nino, bad choice. Bad choice to put into the pits this late on. Might as well hang out. And Blitz is up into P3.
Well, he's got 2 more laps to try and get...
20-second penalty.
He is practically lost.
And Owens picked up a drive-through.
Well, that has completely ruined Finbot's chances of victory here, and he's been dropped to the podium. So it's basically Carnage versus Blitz for the win.
Yeah, indeed, and Blitz already makes that move as Finbot goes wide with his damage. Picks up a...
Oh my god!
How many? 26 seconds of penalties.
Oh my! If he gets another one, he's going to be practically disqualified. So it's basically Carnage versus Blitz for the win.
Finbot rubbing against the wall all the way around, but that's 1.1 seconds Blitz needs to make up. He's got a repaired front wing, but he's on 10 lap old hards compared to 6 lap old softs. This is going to be a shootout for the win in the final couple of rounds, for the final couple of laps in this race. Have we seen either one of these drivers win yet?
I don't think we have.
No, I'm not too sure we have actually. It's mainly been AJ Mackey and Goofer. No, none of these drivers have won a race yet. But Carnage Achilles, he's actually... Whoa, look at how much Blitz has closed up on him. Despite the old tyres he's on. Finbop... Yeah, Finbop, I'm not too sure what's happened there. Oh, he almost rams Kieran into the pit. That could see him. And here we go then for the lead of the race on the penultimate lap. Blitz to the inside. Here we go. Mythbusters as well to the inside of Clement Pheasant. The Aston Martin makes that move done. Yeah, but I think Blitz must have just been challenging himself, to be completely honest. And it's not really worked.
Yeah, Mythbusters is... He might have the pit to catch on to Carnage as well.
Yeah, I think Carnage has used his tyres up quite a lot, and now Myth just needs to break out of that DRS. Finbop's falling back even... Well, he just pitted, that's why he's falling back further.
Well, Mythbusters is on the podium, at least you can say that, guys. Finbop is literally practically lost.
Clement Pheasant's on 16 lap old mediums.
Wow. They are not lasting. They are absolutely not last. Wait, Mythbusters are like 5 tenths back from Carnage, so Carnage is going to be in trouble.
Carnage really struggling. Has he got damage? He doesn't have any visible damage, but Carnage is really struggling towards the later part of this lap. Indeed, he is. The superior grip of Kieran's car makes him ahead up into P4 then. This is going to get quite exciting towards the end of the race.
A 4-car battle between P number 2 and P number 5. It's going to be interesting to see. Blitz is just on a roll. He's got 1 more lap to try and salvage. Imagine he just loses control of his front wing. And then he is absolutely in the bin.
Right then. Let's start this final lap then of this race. Who is going to be taking P2 at the checkered flag? Mythbusters with the DRS is right on the back of the McLaren. He's not going to be close enough. He's really late on the brakes. Bit of contact there. There's either a small bit of contact or they got very, very close to contact. Mythbusters is really late on the brakes. Didn't think about the move there, and he's got a couple more DRS zones to think about making that move on the McLaren then.
Yeah, he's got 2 more chances of this. He's got the one down where Owen is, just approaching. He's down. There's one there, and then he's got the thing. And if he might get a good run on the last corner, he can probably go for him on the last corner. Because he will what's it called? Photo finish.
A photo finish.
Yeah. Well, this is it. This is it.
So then, the second of 3 DRS zones then for Mythbusters. I'm not sure he's going to be thinking about a move coming into 22. It's not a very good place to overtake at all, but what it can be is a place for him to get close through. So when he hits the next DRS zone through turn 25 and 26, he can make that move into the final corner. Mythbusters pulls to the outside of Carnage Achilles then as they come into the final corner. Mythbusters on the outside. He's late on the brakes. They're going to fight their way through all the way around that corner then. Who's going to get the better traction? Who's going to bet the better drive? Who's going to win? And it's going to be a photo finish across the line. Oh, on the line, Carnage Achilles just takes it.
Oh my god!
16 thousandths. Big congratulations to Blitz. He took a comfortable win.
Yeah. Wow. Mythbusters. If you had a bit more ERS, you would have got him. Oh, that was absolutely a photo finish. But at least we can say Mythbusters got a podium.
Yeah, I didn't curse him.
Huh?
So, wow, a brilliant race then. Blitz, he's just far too fast, I think, for Tier 3. And there'll be no podium interviews as we'll only have Carnage Achilles. And I don't think one driver's particularly good for a podium interview.
Wait, are we going to have the top 3 in an interview now?
No, we will not be able to, as PlayStation doesn't stream Discord chats, and we only have one PlayStation player, so just skip it.
Yeah, well, that is it for Prospect run number 6. That I am absolutely in shock. Wow.
Yeah, brilliant race. Mythbusters was so close. He was so close.
So far, let's see. Wait, I'm gonna see if anyone's still in the oh yeah, people are still in the driver meeting room. I might actually hop in there. Yeah.
Alright, so we are going to finish the stream now. So big thank you to everybody for watching, and a big thank you, Owen, for helping out with the comms today in the co-comms position.
No problem at all.
So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope to see you guys next week then for round 7 here in Prospectseracing. Indeed it is. Thank you everybody for watching. Congratulations to the podium finishers, and we shall see you next week. Good night.
Well, that was unbelievable.